I'm Shelley Butler.
Yves Doucet.
The floating head.
It's not fake.
Oh, how many people have said to us, grab your mic.
Oh,
I know we're podcasting.
sorry. So not it's in a
Yes,
day.
Eve has just mentioned that no sleep. No sleep is a thing as you get older, isn't it? It's a thing. We talk about it.
I don't know. I was told yesterday that I look like 55, so I'm not getting older. I'm getting
You
younger.
absolutely do. My husband too.
All the like I have a lot of tips from Katie on how to look younger.
Oh,
And
Katie actually did
we
this.
did a mask. And we did
Oh,
that.
did you do the
I
math?
did a mask. Yeah, see, this is the result of that mask.
Oh,
And that's the result of like
Katie
great.
Dueron's brilliant ability to make a backdrop
So,
look like it's AI.
so I don't know what you're talking about, but I didn't sleep last night.
Okay, like
I'm just
none,
saying.
like nothing.
No, I slept very well. Like I had a deep, it's for a period of time.
Okay.
It wasn't long enough though. So I probably went to sleep. I think by the time I went to sleep, it was 1 o'clock and I woke up at 5:30. So that's not
Yeah.
long enough, but I had a deep sleep,
Deep
very deep
sleep
sleep.
for me always happens before midnight. I know because I had this one of these rings. But yeah, so if I don't go to sleep before midnight, it's very rare that I don't go to sleep before midnight, but that's when all my deep sleep happens prior to midnight.
Typically, that's the case. The first hour or two of sleep, that's when you get your deep
Your
sleep,
deepest sleep. Yeah.
and then your deepest sleep. That's type of. So I had deep sleep. I don't have my Aura ring. I just got my new charger, so I'm gonna join the circle of uh,
I've been having the worst.
senior attendants. I don't know what you call them, but people who want a Adoco, who want to get better sleep, better want to make better decisions. And this is what the Aura ring gives me. Like
It's
not
biohacking.
yes.
It's biohacking. Now, a lot of people will say, "Oh, Shelley, that's not biohacking." When you insert your own IVs and you put stuff and chemicals. I'm like, I think biohacking is when you're really in tune with what's going on in your life, kind of thing. So,
Oh, I've never heard that. Why would they say it's not by like using a Aura ring or Aura ring?
well,
Why is that?
being conscious, being aware of your mental state, your
Oh,
physical state, your what you're eating, what you're doing in life, kind of thing, to me is biohacking.
oh, and to some people, maybe it's not biohacking because you're not like going cold plunging or you're not like
Well,
you
it's
know
intravenous. Yeah. So
intervening.
their intravenous usage,
Okay,
as
fine.
far as, like
Let's just
not
keep
on
it.
the crack,
So let's call
but
it
on
our
the
own thing.
vitamins.
What would you call it? Let's invent our own thing. Conscious hacking.
Awareness hacking.
Awareness.
Yeah. I'm not
Let's
big
call it.
conscious.
Just invent a word, and then people can't dispute it. You said, "Well, I
Yeah,
invented
well,
it."
I don't
So,
care. I like to talk. I like to dispute it. I do
oh,
like
really?
to. I do. I like to dispute it. Why not? Why not? If
Oh,
you
it's all
have,
invented anyway.
it is all invented. Yeah. If you have any sense of awareness about being a little bit better tomorrow, then I think that's biohacking.
Okay, well, I'll accept your definition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Appreciate it.
We
So,
can argue with something else though, politics. So,
oh my God, I
you might
seen
know
you
us.
got into it. I
Well,
was so
I didn't say
proud of.
anything. I just
I know, but do you know it's when people put F Trudeau on their vehicles and on their cups, right? We know that there is a divide that is happening. I mean, when I started seeing that around about about Trudeau, I thought, wow. So those people feel the same way about Mark Carney. No matter how good he does or how bad he does, they feel the same way about Mark Carney.
but
The liberals are there, and they don't want the liberals to
I
be
never
there.
said I was a liberal.
You didn't.
I never said I
You
was
just honored.
pro-liberal. I just said,
Yeah,
did you see how other leaders in the country, in the world, talk about our prime minister? And
amazing.
like,
Are you?
I have never seen
I
that.
have never seen that.
I'm not 55. I'm 67. And in 67 years, I have never
I
seen
have never seen it.
any leader. I mean, like Obama would be the exception,
He
right?
didn't, but he
But
didn't.
he never got a
He
standing
never got
ovation,
that. He never.
right?
Well, I think he got some standing ovations,
Not
but
at
he
the
never.
end though.
Oh, never at the
right?
UN. No,
Well,
no.
that's what ours got.
And the
And then,
people talking about him
like
like
they
he
just gave you
is
the Prime Minister of Iceland and Norway. They're just saying
Denmark.
Denmark,
Oh my
right?
God. Like,
Denmark, not Norway. Yeah,
no,
Denmark,
it was all of them.
right?
It was all of them. But yes, I mean to say, wow, you are the leader. We are watching you, and you are the next leader of the
So
free world.
all I said is I'm proud to have
That's all you
him
said.
as our leader,
That's all you
not
said.
as a liberal, not as a
But Eve, are you
conservative.
getting money from them?
Yes,
Is
that's
that
the
are you
question.
getting money? Are you
Am I
getting money
paying?
from them? I mean I
Well,
absolutely
I'm
I thought,
I'm pretty
oh.
sure. I'm pretty sure I'm paying a lot of taxes.
But are you getting money from the, is that why you like them, Eve?
No,
Interesting. I thought the conversation. Now, I am not making fun of that person at all. I loved the question. I
no,
thought the
it was a
question was,
leading question.
but I understand, and I loved how you answered that, right? Because the thing is this guy has already decided that you're getting government
Yeah,
grants
so let's.
as a business. I
So I'm
think
not
that,
a lawyer, right? But any lawyer will tell you that if you go to court and you lead the witness by the leading question by saying, something like, "Are you getting any money? Is that why you think he's a good leader?" Well, that's leading. That's entrapment. You're trapping the witness. You're already saying to him, to that person, putting him against the wall and saying, "I'm judging you because I already know the answer to your question. I'm not actually curious about your answer at all."
oh no,
So,
he's already decided
well,
that
I
you
just,
got government,
so what did
you're
I
getting
say?
government grants. Can
So,
you, if you're truly wanting to understand, can you ask me without a leading question?
yeah, and he came back with another leading question.
Oh, I didn't go and look. I didn't go
And
and look.
then I answered, and then I said, that's another leading question. And I defined what a leading question is. A leading question is a way to trap your adversary because you're arguing with a question. You're not actually curious.
You're
You
arguing
already
with a
have,
thought.
yeah, you already have the answer. So,
Yeah.
so it's amazing to me that all I said is a good leader. And then people say, well, he's a bad leader because of what Trudeau did. Yeah, Trudeau is not our leader anymore. That's in the
Yeah, Trump thinks
past.
Trump thinks Biden is still somehow the
But the,
president as
you're living
well.
in the
And
past. Trudeau is
yeah,
moved
stop
on.
it.
He's getting married with Katy Perry. Like, he's
Right?
moved on. Like
He's
he is
moved.
not representing Canada anymore.
He is
Like,
not.
no, it doesn't. I'm not debating what he did or didn't do. I'm not saying that.
I
All
think he
I'm
did a
saying
great
is
thing.
like, well, I think he did.
Hey, Lori.
Yeah. So that
This
was interesting.
is there.
And then oh,
I
like,
try and
and
record.
then some, anyways.
It what
There's only one person that haven't a few people that haven't like weighed in yet, so I'm waiting for those. It's always the same people. So
always it is.
yeah.
It always is the same people. How fun is that though?
So I'm gonna say something.
Okay.
I'm not waiting for any politician to run Dovico. No politician has ever come and saved us. None. I can't think. We've been in the business for 33 years.
Yes,
I've been a
33
Canadian for
years.
67 years.
Yeah.
And I can say without a doubt that when I wake up in the morning, there's no politician at my door saying, let me help you get your life together.
Yeah.
Let me help you with your
Let me
education.
help you get more leads.
Let me help you get more leads.
Yeah.
Right?
Not it's not
Let me,
happened.
let me,
I've been here for 25 and it's no,
no.
no, never happened.
Now, I can't argue with the fact that we are perceived because we sell in 30 or I don't know how many countries,
80.
80 countries right now around the world.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to bet on this. Now, we haven't had a lot of business on this fact yet, but I'm willing to bet that how people perceive Canada is a reflection on how we're received in around the world. In other words,
Absolutely.
if people don't buy from people they fear,
No.
they buy from people they trust. And if Canada as a whole is trusted, and I remember when I went to Netherlands the first time, and I was in shock. Like I was truly in shock because I was treated like a king over there. Not because of
Mm,
Yves Doucet, not because of our prime minister,
because of your flag.
because of the flag, because
Yeah.
of the way that we showed up for that country during World War II,
Way back when.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't know. I got shivers just thinking about that. I didn't know. They had to tell me about our own history and how much they still believe in Canada.
Yeah.
And that's the reason we had a contract worth signed with it. That's one of the reasons, not the only one. but because we had to show up, but we got to getting our foot in the door, and we ended up being a $90 million contract,
Amazing.
right?
Amazing.
Because we got our foot in the door because we were Canadian,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you can't tell, and this is what's happening in Dovico too. Not big contracts like that. We don't say big
Well,
contracts,
not that
but
big, but we've gotten
small,
a few big ones.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can't tell me that the way the world perceives your country has an effect on the way you're being perceived. And if you ask most Americans, they'll agree to that too,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
all I was saying is and Mark Carney, and I will say it again, he represents our country well.
He
He's
does.
a statesman. He's a gentleman. He treats everybody
Yeah.
even his enemies, even people who insults him.
Yeah.
He just moves on.
He
Right? That
absolutely,
is
he
leadership.
absolutely does.
The
Yeah.
guy's,
I mean, he could say terrible things
and
like
he
Trump
doesn't.
says about him,
And
and
yes,
he absolutely doesn't. He
I,
doesn't. That is such, it is very much the Canadian way, though, isn't it?
oh my God, Shelley, though, but this is rare. This is this
It's
is
nice.
rare.
It's nice to see.
Like
It's,
I can't hold my space like he does.
I,
It's a
I'm
practice.
not sure if Chrétien was in in office still.
Oh my God, he'd be lashing out,
Oh, he'd be grabbing him
right?
right by the
And
face.
same as Pierre Elliott would do. He would be
Mm.
and so most politician would be even our infamous or famous Doug Ford. He lashes out. He can't
Oh,
help himself, right? And
absolutely.
and so it takes and so somebody asked me, one of the friends asked me, why do you think he's a good leader? Well, he's a good leader because he understands that if you're hating on your enemies,
Yeah.
you're not focused on the task,
Yeah.
right? If you're focused on the suffering of the past, what happened yesterday, you're not focused on the future. That makes
Definitely.
him a good leader. Why?
Yeah.
Because he's out there peddling us, trying to sell us, trying to build our names. That's why he's a good leader. And we talked about this on Friday. Like I discovered this new word called Sophia. And Sophia is a state of mind, right?
Yeah.
A state of mind that was coined in Greece
Yep.
2,000 years ago.
Yep.
And Carl Jung, a couple of hundred years ago, or whenever Carl Jung was around, I forget, he took this and he says, when empaths suffer trauma, endless trauma, one after the other, there comes a state of being that they don't care anymore,
Yeah.
right? In other words, they rise above the emotion
Hmm.
and they rise above the intellect, their thinking brain,
Hmm.
and they see the world differently. And Socrates and Aristotle coined this 2,000 years ago, and they called it the state of Sophia. We call it flow,
Yes. Yeah.
right? The Buddha, 4,000 years ago, called this being no body or no one, the state of no time, no where, no one. And when you're in this space, and I believe that Mark Carney is in this space of just, okay, this is distraction. Like he's not distracted by the endless attacks. And what's happening when he's attacked like that, he just moves on. That takes so much.
He has set an intention for Canada,
Oh,
and
so
nothing,
yeah.
nothing will take him away from that, not even tradition. And it's so interesting that he is able to fill these spaces, so where GM is leaving
Yeah.
Canada,
Hmm.
he's already filled those warehouses,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. He's like
He's,
working hard.
and what has he done? He's made sure that the people that were working there get first priority.
Now, I'm going to say this just to answer the question. Are we getting contracts from his actions? No. We're in the software business. We're such a small niche. Like we're not in automotive or aerospace or EVs or batteries. We're not in the big space. We're not in the wood industry. We're not in the fishing industry.
Yep.
So we're a small component of Canada. No, we haven't.
Well, we
But
work.
I will challenge you. I will challenge you on this, right? If you're a Canadian and you go abroad, because my sisters just came back from a trip in Cuba, and my sister is there in Mexico. You tell me how you're being treated when you say you're Canadian.
Oh, I can already tell you. So I went to Switzerland back in the day, And Leonard and I went to this Lumiere night. It was they produce right in front of you with fire. And it was called Lumiere. And I thought, oh my God. So this gentleman comes out and very sophisticated. He had white gloves.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna scrape on screen. Sorry.
We both. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So we were treated because this gentleman's name was Helmut, and he
Okay.
comes with us. I love you too. He comes with white gloves and he wants to feed us these white truffle, right? I mean, it was beautiful, beautiful. And he says, what state are you from? In his thick Argentinian accent. What state are you from? We said, we're Canadian. And he literally like put the dish down and he was like, oh, thank God. And so that's exactly what he said. And for the next 3 hours, we ate. He did not let us go. We were
Hmm.
like so full. And he kept coming with this is on the house. This is from the chef. I could not believe it. I never felt more um uh honored,
Yeah.
I felt like that was absolutely amazing. And there was Americans all around us and they were looking at us. Why are they getting preferential treatment?
Because you're
And we
Canadian.
did because we were Canadian. I had no idea. I'd never seen anything like that before, but we got asked quite a few times during that couple weeks. Where are you from? What state are you from? Right? It was always it was a difference. Now you got to remember those guys went through war,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so their grandmothers still, grandfathers and grandmothers in those days still remember that they were in their late 80s, early 90s, in 2018, but still,
Yeah. I agree.
right?
Okay,
But I'm going to say something. I'm going
yeah,
to say
sorry.
because you said
Okay.
I don't think we're getting it. Well, you said I don't think we're getting any like we're not getting the big contracts,
Well, I don't know that.
from Mark Carney. But I'm going to tell you something right
Okay.
now. We did get
Oh,
a beautiful sale, and it was because there was four contracts. This company had received four projects,
okay.
you know,
Oh, they
through
had, oh,
through a
through
Mark
my card.
Carney
Okay.
initiative, right? And we ended up getting the time tracking because we're project time tracking,
And because we're Canadian.
and
The-
because they
People are choosing us because we're Canadian. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely,
So
we're
it's
getting,
affecting because we're
yeah.
Canadian.
We
What's
have
that?
more international sales. We've actually had almost a 10% increase, and we have great international, but we've had a 10% increase since all this crap has been going on in international sales.
So let me
That's
just
huge.
just to like if you're behaving like not if you're not building trust with your customers, this doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're not honoring your word, this doesn't work.
Yep.
This whole
Absolutely.
thing works if you're being like you're shaking your hand and you're honoring your word. That's
Yep.
what trust is,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Because Mark Carney is like I would shake that guy's hand, and if he told me something, I would believe him. I would believe that he would be honored, right? I wouldn't have to sign the contracts. That's the type of business that I want to deal with. I want
I
to deal with
know.
customers like that,
I do.
right?
I absolutely do
Yeah.
too. Listen, I just was doing some validation with clients not too long ago, and I had an American client. Most of our customers are American client, and he kind of said, "Hey, Shelley, what are you guys doing about communication? The communication that I always have been using to talk to my teammates
Mhm.
has now been increased by 50%. So it was an Australian firm that increased in only Americans by 50%. That Australian firm has decided that they don't want to obviously deal with American companies,
Hmm.
which that's a stand.
There's a stand.
That's a
Yeah.
stand when they have decided that your money is no longer any good to us. That is a stand.
There's trust, and I'm not going to go as far as saying that every American is not trustworthy. That's not true,
It's
right?
absolutely
And
not
that all
true.
the like have a lot of customers that are very trustworthy that we've been with us for.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing
All I'm
US firms.
saying is the leader of their country changes his mind every 2 seconds and doesn't build trust,
Yeah. How do you run a company? How do you run a company like
right?
that, though? How do you run a company?
So if you're trying to build a company, you need to have stable, forecastable relationships.
You
Like
do.
remember that one of the well, one of the companies I was coaching, and and the guy was saying, I need to sign a contract with a lease. I said, well, make sure you can trust the person that you're signing a contract with, because when you get into trouble, you're gonna have to ask for favors, and that guy's gonna have to be there with you. And that's exactly what happened. And you remember us when we were releasing before?
Yeah.
We had a really good relationship with our, and I forget his name, but the guy,
Graham,
Graham, and the guy that owned the building,
Sam,
Sam. And sometimes we couldn't make the pay, we couldn't make the rent,
I'd be a little late
and you
in
would call
paying
and say,
rent.
"Hey, can I?" And what would he say?
Yeah. Absolutely.
No problem.
Absolutely. He knew, yeah, he knew
Right.
that we were definitely going to pay him. But you know, we had when we switched from installed to SaaS
Yeah.
kind of thing, you know, cash flow was, but because we had that relationship, it was never, yeah,
It's not only
it
about
was never a
if
problem.
it's always about the money and always about winning, it's not a relationship, right?
No.
And this is what Mark Carney is
Well,
saying.
it's competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be more than just like signing a deal. There's got to be more than that. And that's what I was saying with my post. Anyway, that's my last political post for a while. Like, I'm going to stick to Sophia, conscious thinking, yoga,
Yeah. Yeah.
software.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, competition and comparison though is something um that I work on daily
Hmm.
because as a woman, um, you know, we see, you know, online perhaps what men want or
Oh,
what's
yeah. Mhm.
attractive, right? So we're constantly, you know, most of us are behind that, you know, that proverbial shape that we want to be. Um, so I know that my feed is full of like workout stuff because that's what I love to do and that's what I share mostly. And all of a sudden, there has been these older women who have been showing the world that they're not going to be weak in their old days.
Hmm.
They're now practicing for old age, is how they're referring to it. Going to be practicing for old age, and I absolutely love that. So these new posts about getting up without using your hands.
I love that.
You know, do you not love
Hmm.
that?
I see. I saw you do it. I practiced it.
Could you do it?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I'm 55.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have this comparison game work. It's really bad for women because social media will show you what, a perfect woman looks like. And
Yeah.
it's and we get diverted from that. And men on the other side, look for success through money and titles and cars and stuff like that.
Mm.
And that gets us the comparison game. And that's where I suffer from, right? I'm not as like I we deal with each other all the time. And
Every day.
we have to check each other every time.
Yeah, we do.
Like, and it's a constant battle against being human,
Yes. Yes,
right?
it is. You know,
It's a battle. Yeah.
it's, you know, even I were talking about
Hmm.
success, you know, and you've posted something not too long ago about success. And Leonard looks at me and he says, have you made it?
What did I say this time?
Something about, I can't remember, you know, and I said, I've made it. I've absolutely made it. It doesn't make me stop striving for more, having more growth, having, you know, exceeding my own expectations. But I believe that I'm successful today, right now.
Yeah,
I
that's the
believe I'm
difference.
successful, right? And so I don't look at others around me and go, "Oh man, they're more successful than I." You,
I do that.
on the other
No, but
hand,
you look
mhm,
at everybody around you and says, "I'm not pretty enough."
physically, absolutely.
Right?
That's
And
where I,
this is the debate, right?
this
And
is the
I look
debate.
around and say, I'm not successful enough. I don't have enough.
Yeah.
And it's not that I want, and if you look at girls that are very pretty and very young,
Yeah.
they suffer from the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Right? They
I
they
suffered
suffer,
from it all my life.
right?
Even when I was 115
So
pounds,
it's not
I wasn't
something
good
new,
enough.
right? It's just something you realize after a certain age. Oh, I'm stuck there. Yeah.
That's,
And
yeah.
men, same thing. I know people that are like 10 times richer than me,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? That have more money, more assets, and they still suffer from it.
They absolutely,
Yeah.
They absolutely do. So I happened to fall into a Baron Baptiste live the other day. And this guy, I don't know what it is, but some of the best training I've ever had was from this dude. And so there was a young lady on there, and they're all yogis, right? So the young lady on there, and she had some injuries, and she hadn't gone back to yoga and to start again because now she can't do the same poses that she did a year ago. So
Yeah.
to start again. And Baron talked about competition and
Mm.
comparison. And Baron said, you know what? Like, because she has to use blocks, right? So blocks
Yeah.
are a big thing for some people. They think they're less than if they use blocks. Now, Baron Baptiste, every class that I've ever
You
taken
use
with him,
blocks?
he always has two blocks on his mat.
Hmm.
Always. Like I've never seen him not have two. And he actually said, I to this day I have two blocks on my mat. And he said, you know, I don't want to go back to the old Baron. And I used to be able to do like crazy stuff, but I don't want to go back to the old
Oh,
Baron.
that's nice.
You know, and starting again doesn't mean it's the beginning. To
Hmm.
truly, you know, do you truly want to go back to where you were 2 years ago?
No.
Just because you could do, you know, pigeon and lay down on your foot? Like, you know, what is it that's holding you back? And these are the things that hold
Absolutely.
people back, right?
Mm.
Because they have to use a block. You know, my mother said the other day, she's in a senior's home and I don't want to go down to that dining hall. I have to use my walker.
Oh,
Everybody else,
shame. No.
everybody else is using their walker. She's shaming herself.
Hmm.
She's in her own suffering. 91 years old. 91 years old. I don't want to go down to that dining hall. I have to use the damn walker. And my sister and I were talking about it, and I looked at my sister and I said, it has nothing to do with the walker.
No. No,
Has nothing to
it's the
do.
judgment we have against ourselves, and that's why we're working so hard to see it
Right,
and to just let it go.
right.
But the more we fight it, the harder we try to fight, doing the pose without the blocks, the more we're going to get hurt. Right.
That's it. That's it. What am I doing to myself
Mm.
when I say I'm not good enough because of the way I look?
It creates disease.
It
Mm.
is
Disease.
absolutely. So I have to find a new way to say, I love the way I look. I'm 58 years old and I can rise without using my hands.
This thing.
Pretty awesome.
I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I watched a doctor the other day said if you can put your hands together and crisscross your legs and rise, you have already reached 5 out of 5. That is level
Wow.
5.
Yeah, I
And
saw that.
I do it every day. Absolutely every day. Because the thing is if you get out of practice, you can't. And I have not met any of my friends who are 58 years old be able to do it. Not one. It's a competition.
What's your
Yeah.
bio? Like, did you go get tested? But
I did. My bio age is 47.
oh my God, high five. That's
Yeah.
pretty
So
cool.
that's 11 years younger than, than
Your
what I
physical
am.
age.
Yeah, because I'm 58. Um, which I cannot believe I'm 58. Like I don't feel any
You
different.
don't look 58.
Thanks.
Mm.
Thanks. I had a 94-year-old tell me that on Saturday morning. I was visiting mom. And this 94-year-old, 93, sorry, she's not going to turn 94 until
Did you
October.
did you believe?
Did I believe that? I don't think I look 58.
Okay, perfect. There you go.
Yeah, no,
How much do you believe?
I don't believe I
I
think I
don't.
look great.
I think you look great too.
See, I've changed that.
I know. Good job.
Thanks. Thanks. Oh my gosh.
What else can we talk about? We're almost time, but I wanted to.
We are time.
Do you know what I did over the weekend?
What?
So,
Besides snowboard.
I did snowboard this weekend. It's kind
Oh,
of done.
okay.
Um,
It's 14 tomorrow and rain, so.
no, it's kind of done. So I'm moving on, letting it go. Uh,
Yeah, Cheryl, let's do Centennial Park
did,
for a change.
did you see the song I posted?
Mm-mm.
So I posted a couple of songs on my Instagram page, right?
Oh, I don't do Instagram.
It went to Facebook too.
Oh, okay.
It's on my reels, but
For some reason, you and I don't get each other's stuff. Do you ever notice that?
I know why.
Because Facebook doesn't do that. It doesn't do, um,
Friends,
no, it doesn't do friends, if you notice, kind of thing. What it does is it shows us stuff that we like.
but I like all your posts. Like when you put,
Sometimes if you go looking, I'm the same if I go looking, but you're not in my thread all the time.
no, because
So
I don't spend a lot of time scrolling on Facebook or Instagram. That may be why.
maybe,
That's probably what it is.
maybe
Yeah.
I
It's
have
not
no.
because I'm not your biggest
No,
fan.
well, no, actually, there was a thing out saying that Facebook doesn't show you your friends.
Ah,
Facebook shows you
your
what
enemies.
well, absolutely. Co- The biggest, as long as it's not too much money. No, Deborah, it's going to be fine. My sisters are
Um,
getting ready for our walk.
so this is what I
I
did. So
love it.
one of my friends, he's got Parkinson's, and it's like progressing like rapidly to the point that he's got trouble walking, but I also trouble like moving his hands and
Yeah,
trouble
yeah,
speaking, right?
yeah.
And so he used to be a singer. Like
Mm.
he was in a band and he used to sing and he loved to sing. It was one of his favorite things to do. And then when he got, he's been suffering from Parkinson now for 20 years or more. And so when he got Parkinson's, he started writing poems and he probably has written 500 poems. And anyway, I went to see him and I said, you know, would you like to create a song with your poems? And he says, well, how would we do that? So I put his poem, one poem, on into AI, and I said, create a song, lyric. Okay, you got to hear this shit.
Was it
Oh, you got
beautiful?
to hear this shit.
Oh, I can't wait to
Okay,
go look. So
and
Yves Doucet
so
on Facebook or
so I'm gonna put
Insta.
him on like these songs are beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah,
Paul's
like
poetry is
so they
beautiful.
create the lyrics, and I said, okay, what kind of song do you want to like?
Yeah,
What's the tempo? What
yeah.
artist?
Country,
Is it
what? Yeah,
country?
yeah.
Is it you
Rock and
know, is it
roll.
rock and roll? What as an artist? So he says, well, I want it to be like Coldplay in the 1980s,
Oh,
right? I said, perfect. So I put that in there. Download another app called Suno, and put that in there and creates this song. Okay, and like he's crying.
I was gonna say
Like
I'm
he's
gonna
like he
cry
can't
because
like he was crying. So he gives me another poem. 10 minutes later, that we did like 20.
oh, how
Okay. Then
fun.
he comes, which is interesting, right? Because I'm watching him. I'm not like going down in a hole like Baron would say,
Yeah,
but like
yeah, yeah,
watching him
yeah.
just creating more songs. And he says, he says, I want this one to be a funeral song. I said, a funeral song. Are you planning something, Paul? Oh yeah, sure to tell you that. That's not his name. Are you planning
Already
something?
said his name. He's already forgiven us.
And so he cracks a smile. He thought that was funny,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So I said, let's do this one bilingual. So he gives me a French poem, and I create a. But you should hear this song.
Yeah, I can't
And
wait.
then he says, and the two girls are there, right? The two wives, and they say, why don't we make something a little lively here? So he says, yeah, let's do something with Bruno Mars. So I
Oh,
said, Bruno Mars, lively song, okay,
oh,
and it is absolutely beautiful. And by the end of it, we're there for probably 3 or 4 hours. By the end of it, he's singing his song,
yes.
dreaming as if I was dreaming.
Oh,
And it's so I had the most wonderful time with that little thing. And it cost me $10 to get the
yeah.
app down, right?
It's
Just like
AI can be used for beautiful things, right? And it's not always it's not always out there to try to fool us, you know?
no, you can use it for different
I
ways. It's
watched
just one app.
Yeah, I watched somebody posting younger than me posting about, we all had to learn the Google prompt back in the day. This is AI is just a new Google prompt.
Oh yeah.
A little more
Yeah.
sophisticated.
Yeah.
That's all.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
So
Don't
like
get too worried about it.
well, no, actually, I would say embrace it.
Embrace it.
Use applications, right? So
I embrace it.
I'm totally like popped up to create songs for my yoga, for example. I'm gonna create my own
Oh,
songs. Yeah,
yes, Eve.
why not?
With
Like,
with
yeah,
your messaging.
right.
Oh my gosh.
So see, so there's
Wow.
potential. Like AI
Innovation.
is
That is,
potential. Yeah, it's potential
yeah,
to
because some of
explore.
these yoga songs, whoa, whoa, are just not necessarily good for everybody. Some of them are great
Oh,
and
you
can
just
get you into the mode,
gave
but
me another idea. I love it.
okay. All right, that's enough.
That's
That's
enough.
enough of that. All right, you had me all teary.
Right?
I love well, I think Paul's amazing. I think Paul's poetry is amazing. And I love that you guys got into music. There was something about music that's so healing. And like you
It is.
say, in the end, he was singing.
Yeah, he was saying, and he like keep in mind this guy has trouble speaking,
Of course.
and he was so happy to sing his song,
Yeah.
right?
Can you imagine?
Mm.
Okay, that is absolutely lovely. I'm Shelley Butler,
I mean, use that.
and this has been Mindset Monday. Thank you for joining us. Love you. Get your workout in. And how are you showing up?
And
That's one more.
I want to ask you a question,
Yeah.
and the question is, give me names of leaders that you aspire to be like, right? Because who we hang around, who we worship, who we put. I hate putting down people on pedestal. I'm not putting anybody on pedestal anymore. Shelley taught me that. But like I hang around people like Baron Baptiste, right? Why? Because he's a good guy, right?
Yeah.
He's a good
Because
guy,
he's a good guy.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who are you putting? Who are you hanging around with? Who do you want to be like? Mark Carney's one of them for
Yeah.
me. It might
Yeah.
not be for you, and it's perfectly fine. Maybe it's Michelle Obama or Oprah or I don't know who, right? Whatever it is. But give me some names on the comments here or who you want to be like
Yeah.
because you become what you practice,
You do.
right?
You absolutely do.
So
Who do you aspire? Who
and
do you aspire to be
keep
like?
in mind, if you're always watching people that you hate, Dion, I love you so much.
I love her
If
too.
you're always like criticizing people that you hate,
Uh-huh.
you'll become like that because the brain doesn't understand the
Absolute.
difference about something you hate or something
Absolutely.
you love.
Yeah.
It just says, oh, that's what you want.
Yeah.
So let's practice
Yeah.
more hate,
It's why the
right?
algorithms show you things that you
Right.
hate, show you
Right.
more and more things you hate. You see the sad puppies kind of thing, and you're like, you put a sad face on that. I guarantee you, when you go onto Facebook again, you're going to see more sad
100,
puppies.
100%.
Yeah,
Okay, that's it.
absolutely.
Sorry.
Right. Love you.
Love
Get your
you.
workout in. Mwah. How are you showing up?